Hello there everyone, this is GoodGuyPalps and welcome to Let's Play Civ 6 as America. I've gone ahead and thought about this a little bit more deeply, and I think this is where we're going to want to put our preserve districts for each of these cities as we want to focus on that and get some awesome yields. Now one of the keys to this being successful is getting our cities lined up here along this mountain range so we kind of have this whole range on both sides. This Gobistan location is pretty gnarly, but I think if we get this city out here, and of course we can capture this city, we can have some pretty epic national parks, maybe even more right here. Besides this one, maybe we'll actually put one here, and we could have this whole range be national parks, hopefully. And then, of course, I think these preserves will work out really nicely. These will all be getting some great yields around them. But the first thing we have to do is take this city. Archers are good, but not going to be enough. We're going to have to get swordsmen. So we do have iron, though not a ton. We won't be able to get that iron by settling here. If we actually moved one over, we could make sure we get that iron and build an iron mine, though we wouldn't be able to do it probably in enough time that we would boost this and make that very effective. So I think settling right there is fine. For now, let's go ahead and go next turn. And we definitely want to continue to bring this settler. I think we want to settle here if we can. If taking this city affects the loyalty here, we'll settle here. Otherwise, we'll bring the settler up and settle up here. And that settler will have to be escorted to be protected, going all that whole dangerous way. Maybe we should have actually left the builder over here. We could have chopped out Rainforest, got an archer quicker. We could potentially chop out a warrior that we could upgrade to iron to a swordsman. That way we don't have to build or buy swordsmen. That's not a bad idea. We definitely want to own some of these contested tiles. Now we have open borders with the Zulu. We are friendly, but we won't be friendly for long. For now, let's come forward and kind of see what's going on here. We're going to probably want to attack from this side so we don't have to go across the river. But it's good to know if they have any troops right here. Nice preserve there by Spain. Let's take Sinbad, continue to explore. We would like to find someone to fight, which I guess we could declare war on a city-state or something to do that, though they don't have any ships out here, so. There's Buffalo and our free builder. Let's go ahead and improve the wheat. Some nice era score. What to build? We definitely could spend faith to boost this city. However, we probably want to do that here. Ooh. We actually don't want to build walls here because we might have to take this back over in 7 turns, which would be pretty rough. So, we could buy the old god obelisk, though, to give us loyalty. Let's double check if we're missing anything in some of our other main cities that we want to grow a little faster. Like here, we could get the obelisk or granary to help it grow a little faster. We'd like this to be a pretty big city. Let's get the granary, let it grow faster. And we will work on... I haven't thought about where we want to put the preserve here, but it probably would be over here, or maybe right here, to kind of boost this whole region. We are going to want to do an aqueduct, and then probably a dam, with an industrial zone here as well. So for now, we can start to working on that aqueduct. Probably right there. Let's go next turn. Might be worth getting an encampment in one of these cities to help us boost these aqueducts and dams later. We'd have to do that probably in Baltimore, which we will have to do later. And we don't have the gold. We don't want to spend the gold on buying an encampment, a tile where we could place the encampment district yet. But theoretically, if we can use the military engineers to boost that aqueduct, maybe we should work on a different district first. A holy site isn't a terrible idea, though we'd have to buy tiles to make one very effective. so that's not really worth it. Getting the a harbor in wouldn't be terrible, though we don't have the tech yet for that. Celestial navigation. So I think actually a commercial hub here would be fine. We could put it right here on the desert tile. That's pretty useless for now. Our envoys, we have two. We want to definitely hold on to one in case we lose Valletta, because spending that faith and being able to buy city center buildings for free, essentially for free, right? Buying them with faith is pretty great. Court of history, galley, rider, encampment. Okay. We're not really close to any of these. Taruga wouldn't be bad. Rapa Nui would be nice, though we don't really want to improve the make those improvements very much. Maybe in some places. For now, we'll put one envoy there, though. Continue to move this settler forward. Spain's got a settler there. There we go. That's 500 gold, which we're going to want to hold on to until we get iron working, so that we can buy swordsmen here. We're a little bit outgunned, not so much against the Zulu, but yeah, I guess we're friends with Spain, so there's not really a threat of war with them. Go next turn. Ooh, catastrophic eruption. Look at those yields, though. It's going to be great with the preserve right here. We're going to get really, really nice yields around this volcano. The good news is they're losing loyalty too. They'll lose it in 41 turns. If we could get population in this city and this city, we could flip it a little faster. Or hold on to it a little easier. In fact, maybe chopping this rainforest is somewhat a good idea. Though chopping here is more important. We have Magnus. We get more from the chops. It boosts population, which does put more pressure here on Baltimore. Now we've completed the warrior. We could get another one. That'd be two we could upgrade. And we can start moving this warrior forward. Because of this lumber mill, probably do want to put a lumber mill here. A chop and then a mine would give us a decent amount of production, but then we are pretty prone to droughts right here. With this last build charge, let's come up here and build a mine. Or actually bring them up here to put a farm potentially into the capital. What are we doing on housing? A decent amount of housing. And a little bit of excess food. Another barbarian unit, but that probably came from the encampment we just plundered. And here is Alexander the Great. Very cool. It's got Machu Picchu right there. That's pretty an intense continent. Alexander the Great and the Ottomans. That is awesome. I almost wish we were there, but I'm also really glad we are not on that continent. All right, let's go ahead and go next turn. And the next turn we can buy something with faith. Now we don't want to be converted to Catholicism.
Defense is superior to opulence.
Ooh, actually, let's keep that one and let's take this one for now. Towards settlers. We're not getting settlers right now. We are getting. We will build more. For now, let's do this, I think. We could use it to get. Let's actually take a look. How much longer do we have the Mahabodhi Temple? 8 turns. We'll spend about that much getting recorded history. So let's actually change our policies. Take this out. Replace it with building wonders faster. Remove this for now so that we can get more loyalty in that city that has the archer in it, where we're losing loyalty. That should be good. And that will also... 3 turns is still a little fast. Victor would be pretty decent just to hold on to some of those other cities as we try to grow them. All the cities here, since we can use his second promotion to boost cities within 9 tiles. That said, we'd have to get a second promotion. So let's take a look at the Civic Tree. Oh, we'll get it in 8 turns. Okay, let's actually take Victor here. Although Moksha would be decent so that we could do natural spread of our religion, which is getting... It's having trouble spreading, you're right. Against Spain, we're going to have a tough time keeping our religion. So let's actually appoint Moksha. Put him in Washington. And then let's go talk to Spain and ask them to stop converting our cities. Okay. I think that's worth spending the diplomatic favor to ask for that. Having completed another warrior, let's move them forward. Move that warrior forward and bring the spearmen up. Minus 20. Falling by 13. Not following your founded religion. So if we converted this, we'd actually be able to help it a little bit, but most likely we're just going to have to recapture it. And because of that, we do get iron working next turn, so we will be able to upgrade these guys pretty soon. Let's start working on... Let's grab the old god obelisk here. And then let's go ahead and work on our first... Preserve would be nice. We'd have to potentially get it right here where we have planned it, which is actually a breathtaking tile. Let's take a look at our appeal real fast. Alright, so it would improve all of these. The one issue is that it's rainforest. And I don't think putting the reserve gets rid of the rainforest. But it will increase them all by 1, so I think that's fine. Actually, no, it turns it into woods. That's actually great. Look at our appeal now. It's still not great here, but it'll be improved once that's done. Put a mine in, and then we will chop out probably the preserve. There's Valencia. Valencia is a city-state, isn't it? Maybe not.
Behold the wonders
Beautiful.
of the heavens and...
They give us some more gold, having discovered that natural wonder. It's a pretty nice wonder location for them starting right next to it. We have enough gold, we'll probably be able to upgrade. We'll probably need more iron to get more upgrades. We might have to buy some iron. This guy has some iron, but he's not going to be willing to trade it. Potentially China, a friend. Nope. Or Spain. It doesn't have any iron. We could... Oh, I thought we had to go to Spain. Had the 2 copies. Let's go look at them. They don't have any iron, but they do have horses that we could buy. Which they're not willing to trade, so... I guess we'll just have to do what we can with what we have. Alright, been denounced by the Ottomans. That's fine. We're not going to trade away our iron. We need it. But we'll accept that deal.
The Lord made us all out of iron.
Beautiful. And we've got Sun Wukong, which is a great explorer. Two turns, the city will flip. I want to get our archer here, so when we go to war, we won't just send them to some random spot outside the borders. We're probably going to want to link this settler with the archer to make sure they stay together. Bring our warrior up. Bring this one over. We'll upgrade them both, or one of them next turn, I guess. Maybe both of them. Go forward there. And we've gotten Hercules. Beautiful. We can use him to complete districts essentially immediately. We could even use him to complete this preserve over here. This city could also get a preserve in if we bought this tile. For now, let's go back to working on this builder. Actually, the Hanging Gardens, if no one's going to get that. Let's see if we discovered anyone that working on it. No results. Doesn't mean no one's working on it, but if we can get it here, that'd be great. Now we would need to plan out where we're going to put the industrial zone and stuff, which I think would be here away from the preserve. So theoretically, an industrial zone here. An aqueduct here. And the dam right here. That'll give us a pretty awesome industrial zone. So we could put the Hanging Gardens any one of these other spots. Probably the one closer to the city center, so the preserve gets to affect all of these tiles. And for now, we'll move Hercules. We'll see if we need to build any other districts here. Probably not. Instead, we'll work on the watermill. Rather than buy it with Faith, we can use Faith in other cities, and we'll send Hercules over to Philadelphia first to complete that preserve. Okay. Still have one more turn, so we'll get both these upgrades as quick as we can. That'll give us hopefully 2 swordsmen, maybe 3 if we buy a swordsman in here. And we still need more iron, though. We might actually want to buy, I guess, more archers. We could do a catapult even. They don't have walls, though. Oh no, they're building walls. Meaning we're going to want probably a catapult. If we unlink them, oh no, the archer's shot, so we can't quite buy something here. We have to move the archer out of the city. So we can do that next turn. We'll get probably a catapult here. We'll have to be a watch out for their coursers. Maybe even more spearmen is not a bad idea. For now, let's get another warrior. They're always decent, and we can upgrade them to swordsman once we have the iron. We still need 1 more iron. Well, let's see if anyone will at least trade us 1. Or let's actually take a look at our policies. I think we need mercenaries to reduce the upgrade cost. Maintenance, yeah, that's production cost. So we are going to want to see if we can buy 1 iron. Not going to happen from them. Oh, they will trade some horses, though. If they will trade up to 20, that'd be epic. One-time deal, 29 gold. What if we just increase that to well, we kind of want our gold. Let's get rid of that and then trade some diplomatic favor, like maybe 25. Actually, you probably can trade a lot less than that, probably like 12 for horses. Okay, now we can buy horsemen. Probably want to be wary of the active volcano. This is going to flip next turn no matter what, so we want to put our archers further that way. Let's buy our horsemen. And buy another horseman here. Now, if we do that, we will potentially knock it. Oh, yeah, we need 320. Wait, why can't we buy it? We just... Oh, yeah, of course, we don't have the horses. We just spent them. We could get a heavy chariot. We could get an archer. Another archer doesn't ever hurt. Let's see. All right, beautiful. We met Lahore. No barbarians to raid, though. We have the one envoy, which we will hold on to in case we lose Valletta. Speaking of, let's go boost this preserve, which culture bombs these tiles. Now we can go back to working on... Actually, yeah, Grove is not a bad idea. Though working on the Hanging Gardens is better. And now we'll bring Hercules back to the city so we can move him up here to complete this preserve. And since we're going to just complete the preserve like that... Ooh, we could also work on another hero. It'll take a while. "22 turns. Turns is a bit too much time. Let's go back and look for that iron for the upgrade. China had it, but I don't think they were willing to trade. And the Ottomans had one. So I think we're in trouble with that. We can, however, chop out. I guess we could just work on the preserve and then get another district, which will let Hercules complete here. Or we quickly place down a district here in the capital, such as the preserve, and let Hercules finish it. Actually, a pretty good idea. Let's move Hercules to there, and then go back to working on the Mohobuti Temple. And let's chop out, or get close to chopping out the preserve. One turn. So we do lose this next turn. We will be able to upgrade these warriors to a swordsman, though. We've lost Valletta. Lost our city, but we can now send our free envoy to Valletta and get them back. We can upgrade these swordsmen, or 2 swordsmen, I mean. For now, we'll heal up this archer that's up here. If we take this city, rebellion in 10 turns, who's putting on the most pressure? It's probably not us, unless we can capture these cities. One issue is that we want to capture these cities almost simultaneously. Which is going to be a little hard to do with infantry. For now, I kind of want to retreat these archers back so they don't take the brunt of the force from the swordsmen. Move everyone else forward. Actually, put that guy forward. There we go. Now we have it under siege. All right, beautiful. There's Spain's capital. Well, they came a long ways up the coast here. And we'll go all the way around the world soon. We might want to wait till the next era, 5 turns, so that we get the era score for it later. We still, I think, have to come all the way out here to get the era score. So hopefully there's some more barbarians down here. We have Pingala available. We probably want to spend some faith next on a missionary to convert these cities, to strengthen our religion just a little bit. Though I guess we'll get 2 apostles when we finish this. However, we'll probably want to use them for evangelizing our belief more than spreads. For now, let's move Pingala to Philadelphia. Okay, that's not the temple we were building. For now, we'll lie to them and say we're just passing by. No encampments here, unfortunately. This is flipping to Spain, which is kind of surprising. They have a city of 5 pop, and we have one that's 5 pop, which is closer. And the other cities are way down here, so I'm a little surprised. This guy took a huge amount of damage, as did this archer. We can attack the city, but man, spearmen are terrible at attacking cities. We honestly just want more warriors. Our horsemen just, yeah, will get wrecked against the city. Heavy chariots, I guess, do decently well against cities. Let's get a heavy chariot and bring them forward. A hero would also be pretty beneficial. But 22 turns is quite a while. I guess a hero can move pretty far. Maybe after we complete this temple. Since our districts will be matched. So he got movement left? No, he doesn't. Maybe let's queue up working on... Oh, we already got a hero here. That's right. So we'd have to get it in LA pretty much. Let's queue it up for now. Let's wait until we're a little closer and let's put the spearmen on defense. And I would attack this. We get XP, but we don't want to lose our swordsmen. Let's see if they attack us first. Yeah, they did. They attacked our spearmen, which is fine. Let's heal up our warriors. Be a little defensive here. Now the problem is we need to take it within 8 turns. So in the meantime, let's bring our heavy chariot up. Hopefully we get this elimination. And then we can start attacking them again. Let's put our archers. I'd like them to be able to shoot, but we don't want them to be eliminated. But I think they'd survive if they were attacked by the swordsmen, since it's across a river and they're in rough territory. In the meantime, we could bring up these... Let's heal up the horsemen to where they need to be. Now we can do Hercules' labor and finish the preserve district here. We will have to get the groves in to get the good yields out of these. And we probably would want to remove... It's breathtaking, so we can probably remove this improvement and we'd get science out of it as well. Now with Hercules, we could use them to complete this commercial hub. But instead, we'll probably be getting a lot of other districts. So for now, let's hold on to him. In fact, let's bring him down to fight. We can actually send him to Washington and then bring him down to LA and bring him into the fight. We'll still want to use that charge, though, before he would expire. Let's see what city is struggling. Philadelphia is actually struggling for production. Let's send our trade route to Philly. Could you just scout out our continent here? And now we'll go next turn. Them beating us here has changed our whole strategy, which has been pretty wild, but also pretty fun. Move our swordsman here to block. Bring our chariot up and start the real assault. And we'll trade, I think, with Washington, because that'll give us a lot more production and growth. Let's bring Hercules there and then send him to Los Angeles. We don't want to cross this again till the next era. Though there's almost undoubtedly some barbarian. Yeah, there's an encampment right there, so we can get a lot of gold.
In a dusty,
Beautiful
bustling
Mohabodi
corner of the
temple.
Indian state of Bihar, there is a magical place that one might think of as the hub of Buddhism.
History
Very
is
nice.
the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
We don't have any campuses, so that doesn't help. The governor's providing more loyalty would be nice, but only once we get this city back. So let's see if we can get this city this turn. Let's bring Hercules forward. If we attack again, the swordsman is at pretty high risk. For now, let's shoot the city. The spearman can attack and be in okay shape. In fact, we could heal up a turn or two, because then we'll have more time to heal to come take this city. It's too bad the barbarians aren't raiding the city, because that would really be helpful. So we'll need to take it in just a couple turns. In fact, if we can take this in a turn, though, we probably are going to want to change our cards to let our governors provide more loyalty. We're probably going to lose Valletta for that. And then we also might want to... We'll keep this in because we're building the Hanging Garden still. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and... Victor would be really nice to throw in here. If we attack with our warrior, we should take the city with the swordsman. Oh, we didn't. Alright, we can take it with the heavy chariot, though. Beautiful. Let's keep the city. It says 3 turns. Now let's go ahead and grab Victor. Put him in Baltimore. Going to rebel in 4 turns, though I think that will adjust once it accounts for the cards of governors and loyalties. One at 14 per turn. Not following our religion happiness level. So, nearby pressure, I'm surprised it's completely minus 20. You think that would be affected a bit by Los Angeles here. Now, we can go convert it to our religion. I'm very tempted to actually... Let's take a look at our promotions. To a natural wonder, we'd gain a lot of spreads. Oops. Eliminates the spread. It would be really nice to grab this guy and just convert LA and Baltimore. We definitely want to use 1 to evangelize our belief. Let's do that first. Let's work towards probably military training so that we can go closer to mercenaries, and then the Merchant Republic. Having completed the Mohabodi Temple, I think we'll go ahead and work on the Grove next. And here, we're probably going to queue up the Grove. So remember to work on that. And in this city, if we can hold on to it, we want walls. In the meantime, though, we know we want a preserve. Oh, cannot be adjacent to city center. Interesting. Okay, so we actually probably want to put this preserve, like maybe... Both of these preserves are going to have to be adjusted. 1, 2, 3. Like, this preserve couldn't even be there in that city. Well, we can maybe put the preserve here for this city. And this city would be right here. That would mean this city is preserved. We'd probably want to put like right here if this isn't a mountain tile. We don't know. In the meantime, though, Baltimore, we could spend the gold to build an encampment district. However, let's just work on something something lame until we know what we can do. Let's evangelize our belief. Scripture would be really nice so that we get a little bit stronger spread. And hopefully keep our religion a little easier. That said, we could evangelize it again and just buy missionaries. Let's do that. Let's get this missionary over here first. Let's evangelize our belief. And let's go ahead and get the... +1 spread's not bad. But we are trying to go for more of a diplomatic win. We could go for the pagoda, giving us more diplomatic favor per turn. Oops. 2 food's not terrible. Let's go for the pagoda. I've never gotten this building before, and getting more diplomatic favor is pretty nice. Now, if we retreat with the horsemen once, we'd force them to attack from across the river. However, we are opening them up towards our archers. But we don't want to lose the horsemen, so we'll pull back right here, fortify those archers now that they're healed, and get ready to attack the city. We just need to heal up all these units first. He's got 6 more turns of his lifespan. We might just want to come here. So, yeah, next turn anyways it'll change with our heroic age. And, when we get our heroic age, this loyalty should hopefully change. That's probably why despite equal number of population, pretty close, we're losing Baltimore, since it's because we're in a dark age. But now we're going to be in a heroic age, and we should be able to hold on to that city.
There is nothing but a plank.
We got shipbuilding. We can now get settlers over to here. In fact, once we finish the Grove, we're going to want to put Magnus back into Washington and have Washington pump out some more settlers. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. And we'll assign Moksha to Philadelphia. And we'll assign Pingala to LA. And then we'll convert Philadelphia anyways, so it will have a stronger spread. And then we'll bring our missionary forward, and we'll go ahead and get another missionary so that we can convert these cities we are grabbing. We also have 4 loyalty here, so that's great. We're in a heroic age. Also, it helps us that Spain is now in a dark age. My, how the turntables. Now, we could get 2 movement for missionaries, apostles, and they get 2 charge. That's not bad. However, I think we're going to start saving up our faith just to spend them on builders and settlers. So let's get monumentality. Oh, we actually get 3. Commercial hub and harbor districts, gold adjacency bonus provides science. That's not bad, but we don't have any of those districts yet. Inspiration's giving us more of the civic cost, and we get culture. That's pretty great. Getting the additional spreads, though, is pretty good. If we want to put all of our faith into builders and settlers, maybe we should just take free inquiry, so we'll get the extra 10% for every Eureka. Now with that, let's take a look at the loyalty here. I think we can change our cards out. We're rising by 5.8, so if we change our cards, we're doing fine. Though just barely, we're still doing fine. So let's remove those. Let's take the first envoy we send counts as 2. And extra production would be pretty nice. Or more influence is also pretty great. Let's take that, and then we can get rid of this. I think. Well, the Hanging Gardens were probably. Let's see, we're 11 turns away, but it's the only wonder we're getting. And instead, we could use this, which would help all of our cities. I think we'll keep that in for now so that we can get that wonder. It'll help all of our cities grow faster. Beautiful. Our secret society advances, so next we'll get gold, science, and culture equal to 20% of our faith income, which would be great, especially in the capital. Let's promote here. Heal up all these units or promote them. think our archer survives this hit. Let's bring Hercules forward. We could use him to quickly complete... probably completing the preserve is best. We could actually put the preserve right here. It would boost all of these tiles. But it wouldn't quite boost this. Or even right here. Yeah, we don't want to do it all on the spices. Even where we put this national park symbol is not a terrible idea. It would we'd get doubled up here. We'd get all these boosted, and we'd let this city build that one there. Granted, then we'd probably have to turn this into a national park. And then this couldn't be a national park, actually. I think we put the preserve right here for this city instead. That should give us a national park here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. Because you can only get to 3 tiles away. It's going to be up here. We couldn't ever get this tile. Which means this would have to be the national park in this city. It's a little too far away from the mountains to completely get that whole mountain range. However, this city would be able to grab this and one up here. Theoretically. Could do one here and one here, which is fine. So that's good. With that, he's got 26 more years, so I think he's fine to come fight, and we'll use him to build a different district later. Let's use... we're going to use faith for builders and settlers, so we're going to hold off on using the faith to buy city center things. Let's grab apprenticeships so that we can get industrial zones built. That's probably what we'll use Hercules for, actually, is to get an industrial zone either, and probably in Philly. It'll help more cities than it would in Buffalo. We've completed the watermill. Let's go ahead and work on... probably builders. I know we're going to buy a bunch with faith, but we want to get most of that with settlers. So let's get... let's send a couple, or let's build a couple here in Boston. Our horsemen, let's just heal up for a turn. And luckily they attacked, so they're hurt. So as soon as we are healed up, we can go take this city. They do have a great general, though, which will make it a little harder. There's a tribal village, very nice. Thank you for saying we have an impressive military. We're about to use it on you, so... enable double great person points. Let's go ahead and take... we're not really getting any of these. However, we're not really focusing on science, so we could actually try to block a scientist. 50% fewer grievances. Let's vote for us. Put a couple votes into it, since we're about to declare war. Double. Okay, they got double, and then China just receives more grievances. That's fine. We should be able to get this elimination. Unfortunately, because they're barbarians, you don't level up very fast, and unfortunately they have crossbowmen, so this is going to be a little rough. I was really hoping the Zulu would manage to take care of these guys. But having Hercules will be really nice. I wonder if he could pillage that. Probably not. Naval unit or barbarian camp. Yeah. So we wouldn't be able to get that or tribal villages. Gone around the world, giving us 5 arrow scores since we were the first to do it. Wow, look at that. This is a really great place to come colonize. Continue to explore with our scout here. Heal up with our horsemen. Letting them attack across the river. Oh, they're attacking the city. Oh, no, they probably got attacked, actually, by the Zulu. They're literally fighting people. So. Oh, they are spawning barbarians like mad, though.
How come men have to go into training to learn how?
It's almost worth taking this real fast. And then Oh, doubling our... That is... Let's take it. We need to double our iron, or we get a, not double, but get more iron so that we can upgrade our warriors a little sooner. Choose our civic. Let's go after civil service so we can form some alliances, giving us a lot more diplomatic favor. Having completed the preserve, getting some really nice yields here. Let's go for the grove to give us more faith and culture. And I think we go ahead and put this last envoy here so that we get the some culture and we see everything that they can see. And we discovered a new hero. Very nice. Yeah, this is another place we could just really plop down a couple good cities if we wanted. At least this one. Maybe one more up the river. Maybe like one right here. And then maybe one on the coast. Maybe we get 3 cities on this continent. About right there. They're a little cramped, but then we could definitely have a little presence there, and then we probably want to definitely get settlers over here as well. Now this swordsman does eliminate our archer and would theoretically eliminate take our settler, which we do not want to allow. So let's go ahead and start bringing these guys forward. And if we declare war on the Zulu, let's see, Hercules could do pretty significant damage to the city all by himself. Let's come up forward a little bit. Bring this warrior forward so we can upgrade him. Bring the spearman forward to hopefully... Oh, now he's in range of the crossbows. That's a problem. Retreat with our archer. Defend a turn. And we probably are just good to go ahead and attack the Zulu here. They only have this courser and us with the barbarians. Speaking of barbarians, I'm really excited for the next barbarian update that they announced. Looks really awesome. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check out the Civ's YouTube page. They had made a video about it. Let's wait one turn, then we'll probably go to war with them next turn, because we'll be able to attack with Hercules. What? Oh, is he out of charges? Not enough action charges remaining. Okay, I should have looked at that. We did get a lot of gold out of him, though, so...
Like to
Ooh,
the
the Dead
apples
Sea.
on the Dead Sea shore.
Little air score out of that. We've also met the twins. Nice. Now let's actually go to the next turn. We broke our promise to the Zulu, but that's okay. We kind of knew we would.
There is no easy way to train.
Get more production on our mines. Beautiful. Let's heal up our archers a few times, but break the escort formation so we can move them forward. We're going to want to upgrade these horsemen. However, we want to get somewhere they're a little safer. Let's bring these swordsmen forward, bring the horsemen back. I guess if they take... let's do this. Let's switch places and then promote them. Heal up the archers, bring our settler forward one, and we are one turn away from leveling up this warrior. So let's do that, or from promoting. Now let's go back and grab Celestial Navigation so that we can get some harbors placed. Once we have the Grove, as I said before, we want to start grabbing a lot of settlers. We're going to start buying them with faith as well. However, we need 360, so we'll get a few. These groves will help give us a lot more faith as well. We'll go next turn. Continue to explore. Oh, we can't actually use those charges, dang it. We're out of charges, I should say. but seeing what we can settle is worth it. That's quite the damage, but we also do get some nice yields out of it. Oh, nice. That city's flipping. It's a nice thing that the Zulu and Spain have been kind of at each other's throats. Let's go ahead and promote these swordsmen, or upgrade them to swordsmen. Yeah, this is going to be really nice. And I bet it's the same with these two. I bet they hate each other, right? Yeah, they're at war, of course. Awesome. Let's go ahead and talk to the Zulu. In fact, let's actually talk to Spain first and see. They would agree. They'll give us a decent amount of gold. Okay. We'll accept that. A joint war with Shaka, declare war. Now we are at war with the Zulu, and we can go ahead and start shooting their city. And we can bring Hercules up to attack it. Now it's not going to be under siege. But we can do damage to it, which isn't bad. Probably won't be able to put it under siege until all of these units get forward anyways. Wouldn't mind bringing him up to take out these barbarians, though. Luckily, they might actually use their horsemen to attack their barbarian, the barbarian units there. Let's go ahead and just go all out and see if we can take this city fast enough. Heal up one more time with those horsemen. We don't get any gold by fighting with the barbarian, so let's just continue to explore for his last turn. And we'll attack that guy and take him out. There's another encampment, very nice. We could definitely put a couple cities right here, and even some here, theoretically. It depends how far the Ottomans have come down this way. But these cities are most important. They're going to give us a lot of high appeal tiles. And even the city up here will give us a lot of appeal. We might even want to put it closer to the mountains, because then we could get a couple more national parks. We don't really need that iron. So maybe we can settle right on the mountain. It's only charming. We have to think about where we want to put the preserve district. Probably right here. Problem is we might not be able to get that tile in time for Taruga to take it. So if we put the city here on the snow tile, we could have all of this space for national parks, including one here. And we get 1, 2, 3, maybe another one here. Maybe one here and then one here. Snow tile obviously isn't ideal, but with preserves and national parks, we get some pretty good tiles or yields up there. Let's just do a spread here. That should convert it. Beautiful. And actually, we're going to go ahead and move. No, we'll leave the governor, or yeah, the governors as they are currently. Okay, so the Zulu chose to attack our heavy chariot. That's unfortunate. We've lost Sinbad, but we do get some great stuff from him. We can almost get a settler with faith. We need, yeah, just one more faith, so. We lost our heavy chariot, which is unfortunate. Bring our swordsmen forward. I'm going to bring our archers forward to where they can actually shoot the city. And let's put Hercules forward as well and take out that swordsman. We can clear this encampment and let us deal with this city on our own terms. Now moving this settler forward is a bit risky. We most importantly don't want to lose him as much as we want to get a city over here. The good news is this definitely is a pass. If we put him on with Hercules, he should be safe and still gets closer. We did lose the Hanging Gardens, unfortunately. Dang it. We probably only were a couple turns away from it. Maybe if we hadn't removed that card. Luckily, those are all that production was put into the Grove, which is fine. Once we get Hercules back, we'll probably want to use him to complete this industrial zone. This city, we have the gold. Let's go ahead and purchase a tile. I think this one, since it's a rainforest tile. And let's put down an encampment. We want to use this city to get military engineers to boost our dams and aqueducts. Use our first builder here. Let's see, give it a mine here. Also, that was damaged. Yeah, let's use the first builder in Buffalo. Now we'll go next turn.
And all I ask...
Of course, as soon as we're close, they spawn another swordsman. Classic. We're going to shoot the crossbowman. Bring Hercules forward, and let's retreat with our settler to where our archers are going to be posted up. Get our swordsman forward. Go ahead and bring our horsemen forward, if anything else, just to put them under siege soon. Oh, they are going to be in range of their encampment here. Hopefully they don't get shot by the crossbowmen and the encampment. And heal up our warrior. A couple more turns. We can now get a settler here. Let's go ahead and get that first settler to here. Probably want to keep him in the water, but we'll manage that when he gets over there. I don't think there's any barbarians, so we should be fine though. And we do want to move towards Buttress, although crossbowmen would be really, really nice. So let's work on machinery first. And we'll go ahead and put an attack into this city. And go after that encampment. 200 freedom and guns. Move forward to this city. Beautiful. It's going to give us some really nice yields. We should also probably improve this wheat. And maybe even buy up to these horses before that city-state claims them. For now, let's buy the wheat tile. Go next turn. Shaka claim to hero.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the Fed.
We don't want this in. Oh, we guess we did keep that card in, so we did as best as we could to get the Hanging Gardens without chopping anything. This is... Let's actually finish this turn, because we'll clear the encampment. And then we don't need the bonus against barbarians, most likely. City is almost under siege. Bring our warriors forward to help get it under siege a little sooner. Now, if we take out this... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go ahead and take out the crossbowmen, so we don't have to deal with them. And now the city's under siege, won't heal at all. And we can whittle it down after this. And with that, we can want to change our cards. So we don't need this. We don't want this. Now we could do amenities. Could do this. We are building an encampment district, which would be pretty nice to get that out a little faster. And I think we'll take this to boost our production in every city. And we definitely want Hercules to survive so that we can get him not to boost this, but to boost probably the industrial zone up there. And with that, we could go towards monarchy. But I think a merchant republic is what we're going to want to do, either that or a theocracy. Probably the merchant republic. We are America after all, and we like money, as all Americans do. Move our settler forward one. He should be relatively safe. We'll put him with the swordsman to be a little extra safe, though. Alright, they want 10 iron for foxes. The problem, that would be nice, except we're going to want to hold on to our iron. Let's trade some diplomatic favor and get some foxes to help our amenity issues. hero killed. I did not expect that. What killed him? Oh my goodness. How unlucky do you have to have a forest fire where your hero is? And now the city is no longer under siege. Oh my goodness. This guy's taking shots, so we might as well move him to where he can't be hit by their place. Oh man. Move forward. We gotta blitz this city. Now we could theoretically make peace with them and see if we can get it for free. But that's not available for 6 turns, so that's not very likely. We should probably try and be friendly with someone else on the other continent. They're definitely not willing to trade any of that. That's fine. We don't really have anything to trade though, so. Settler-wise, we don't want to be in the woods where that fire can spread. I'm worried we'll lose this archer. I can't believe they got a forest fire there. That is ridiculous. It's almost funny. It is kind of funny, but it'd be funnier if it happened to someone else, not me. Let's see. Let's put the farm down. It's going to really help Buffalo grow. And let's put a mine probably over here. It'd be really nice to get this tile, though. It's going to cost a decent amount of gold, so for now let's do a mine there. Honestly, we're going to refuse their demand. Honestly, capturing Turgo, we're not using them. Their city would be epic for a national parks and all that kind of stuff. I think once we win this war and we spread and we kind of get all our other peaceful settlers out, we should try to capture these 2 city-states. Their locations are absolutely pristine for America. So congratulations, city-states, you're being rescued. Please do not resist. We're a little closer. We actually would survive this hit, I think. But we can't get this other swordsman close enough to do anything. Luckily we have it under siege now. But we still need to take it relatively quickly. Won't result in a defeat. Okay, it will. Never mind. It said it wouldn't, so that's pretty frustrating. But can't do anything about it. We at least converted that city. And probably should move away from the rainforest tile in case it attacks us. The fire spreads to us, I should say. Now we could use some gold. We could get another horse unit or something here to try and make this last push. Let's go to China. 75 gold is not much. Let's go to Spain. And let's throw them some diplomatic favor. Apparently a lot of diplomatic favor. And then let's buy a unit here. We don't have enough for the swordsman, and we lost our warrior. Man, but we can get a heavy chariot. That's good enough. I can't believe that warrior died. We had it under siege. You think the fire would just spread to the city? It's not healing a ton though, so hopefully we can eliminate it. We're going to take this promotion. Not going to risk losing that swordsman. And next turn we will take out the city, hopefully. Alright, let's work on a market. And we got this other builder here. Let's go remove this improvement. What? Alright, yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. They got defenses. They finished their walls. We almost, not much we can do. Let's use this war has been so close to perfect. We should have risked the dang swordsman before we get taking the promotion. Of course. Let's go ahead and work on the catapult I said we were going to get forever ago. Because we're going to need that to take out these walls. They're already working towards, it's ancient era, they're working on medieval, looks like. At least Spain is attacking them. Problem is we don't have one-time deal. We get a military alliance. Specifically, those will give us +5 combat strength against units of players at war with you and your ally. We're not really fighting their units so much, though. We could work on a cultural alliance, though, or even a religious alliance. Now we won't spread on each other. That's fine. That way we can protect our own cities pretty easily. Pretty much have to retreat until we have something to take out those walls, or we can make peace and get that city for free. Which is going to be 3 turns. Let's stay in the water, it's a little safer. And remove the improvement, giving us just as good of yields without it having much. We'd love to plant trees in these places. Let's go put a lumber mill there. Yeah, we lost our archers. We should have retreated rather than shot at the city. Man, I can't believe that, 1 turn away. Now we could try and get our settler over there. Theoretically, we could have brought them this way. The question, of course, is will they survive getting through? And is it worth the risk? I don't know. I've been taking the wrong risks and then not taking the ones I should have. So for now, we're going to retreat, and then let's get this new settler up to here. I should probably do this coastline. Get this whole little continent area settled, and then we'll get a settler over to here.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron.
We are getting a few decent amount of builders, so this is actually pretty tempting. We don't need this so much anymore. We lost our warrior anyways. We are building a lot of settlers. Let's take that. Yeah, we were so close to this, having the city. Man. Now we have to get... we got to save up our gold so that we can buy the catapult, which is 480. And let's see if what we can trade away to get that gold a little faster. Who knew Alexander the Great was so sassy? All right, we got to get this, oops, sorry, to the right amount. He apparently values it quite a bit, so that's great. I gotta make a better way to change these amounts. Holy. This is a way better deal than trading with Spain. 40 was enough. 38, that's the magic number. Now how much gold do we have? We still need a little bit more gold. Let's declare friendship with Spain. Or with Macedon, I mean. And let's make an alliance. Let's go economic. Nah, never mind. Let's go to China. Okay, that's a much worse deal, but we'll take it for now. Pretty much those are the only people we can trade with other than Spain. We can get 100. Alright. That's enough that we can get our dang catapult. Now we could do a battering ram, but a battering ram won't be very effective in... Oh, you know what? We could do that and then work on swordsman. Get another thing of swordsman. It's a little riskier. Catapult could post up here and shoot, but granted, it still has to worry about the volcano, so... Even if they get this, we could buy the battering ram and then upgrade it to a siege tower next turn. Let's do that. With that, however, we probably want to pivot away from the encampment. And swordsman's going to be 15 turns. No, we're going to have to buy both of those things. We just have to sit in defense for now. Heal up all of our swordsmen. And let's go for mercenaries. We've completed the groves. We're getting some pretty epic yields right here. Very nice. Production is low, though. And of course, we don't have Hercules. And we can't... Oh, we have to buy it with faith. That's right. Heroes and great people. Heroes. Okay. We could get Hercules with 850 faith. That is a lot of faith. A lot of faith. In the meantime, we could get a lot of builders here. I think would be actually pretty great. We're getting them... There's a lot of improvements we'd like to make. So we already put production into one builder here, so let's do that. Someone completed Stonehenge. It's pretty late Stonehenge. If every religion had already been founded. Oh no, not all of them. Okay. Let's take... Knights would be pretty nice. We have the iron. Though mathematics is probably better. We only have a little bit of iron, to be honest. We can now upgrade this to a siege tower for 80 gold. And a little bit more gold, we can get another swordsman. However, we can make peace with them, and let's ask if they will give us this city, and they apparently won't. If we trade away everything we have, it's still a no. So we do have to go with the get a lot of military way of getting that city. We need that city. However, I am tempted to try and get this guy passed. Let's see how much damage we take trying to get through. Moving up here. Now with this builder done, let's go ahead and get this builder this way as well. And now I think we'll go ahead and work on the preserve here. Do we want to put it on this tile? So we want to swap that and build the preserve. And with that, we're going to want to remove that rice improvement. Having completed the grove, very nice. We're getting a lot more faith here. Probably should get a holy site in. Get +1 here and get rid of that marsh, which is tempting. This would be a +2 though. If I were to get a national park in this city, this is probably the only place we could do it. Because of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can only get to here. Might be able to get a preserve with this city right here, but LA's national park would have to be in this area. But we also, of course, need more faith if we're going to be getting national parks. So, a harbor would be great. Though we wouldn't want to put a +3 is actually pretty solid. Kind of a weird harbor place. It'd be way better to put it out here for logistical reasons, but I think the holy site's probably still the best option. If we put it here, and we'd have to do the whole theater national park here. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, we'd have to do a national park there. Because of that, we don't want to put the holy site. We probably do the holy site way over here for +2. But we want to use our gold for military right now. So let's go ahead and work on the harbor for now, and we'll get some gold out of it. All right, let's get this settler over to here. However, we might bring them down. We definitely want to make an alliance, I think, with China. That way we make sure we get that settler down here without any issues, without a hitch. 2 builds. Let's improve the horses first and then the gypsum. Okay, so they're willing to give us 84 gold. But we want this city. And I still don't think they're willing to make the trade, and we did just lose our... They did hit that way harder than I thought they would, so we're going to refuse the deal. We could try to do pressure on it, but I don't know if we'd actually be able to flip it, to be honest. Maybe once we got this city in, we could. I'm worried they're going to settle here if we don't get that settler over there fast enough. I guess if we could negotiate peace and open borders on the same turn. They were willing to pay 80 gold, so... Alright, some gold per turn, some spices would be, I guess, and some niter. No. We're going to accept this deal. However, before they can denounce us, we need to get open borders. And now we'll escort the settler, and we'll get a city up here. And let's actually bring the settler this way. It says that way is actually faster, so let's do that. And we'll settle this city. And improve the mercury there. And we'll immediately work on... I think we're definitely going to want to put like a dam and harbor and stuff over here, but we are going to want to try and get a lot of preserves in. I think we should do that in this whole area right here. So I think we should go ahead and put a preserve right away. Like right here. And we don't need to improve the mercury since we'll already have some. And now we can put another preserve like right here and then one route right here. Let's just go ahead and pin that out. Beautiful, looking good. That's going to give us some amazing yields, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, we don't need to spend our gold too much on military. I'm hoping maybe we can flip these cities naturally, or at least get these cities in and then be able to take that city eventually. Because we do want it. In fact, we need it. I need it. We have to actually buy the tile. Oh my goodness. There we go. Put the preserve in. 45 turns is not great, but it's fine. Beautiful. 370 something faith. We need probably a couple more settlers. Not to mention if we want to get some cities over here, which would be great. Improve that. Go next turn.
Without mathematics, in peace, one is despoiled by mercenaries.
Okay. We can get, I think we can get another settler now, right? No, we need a little bit more faith. Okay. Let's work on the buttress so we can get dams put in. Though I guess that's not less important until we have this finished. Didn't that say 15 turns forever ago? We're working a 2-2 tile and a 3-2-1. Let's swap one of these. That'll let the city grow significantly faster. And I hate to kind of spend faith. Oh, we don't even have a lot anymore, so it doesn't matter. But getting a builder here would be really nice. We might bring this builder down this way. Or spend gold on a couple builders, since they're cheaper. And let's continue to work on the encampment. Spread medieval fairs to get us towards the Merchant Republic. Johannesburg would also be a decent one to try and go after. So we could get there, use their military. Let's see. Now, one more would give us Valletta, but we're using our faith on other things, so I'm not really worried about that. We haven't met a single faith-based city-state. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we could just take this to get that production in the capital. Put our siege tower to sleep until we're ready to use it. And get this dang settler over here. Now we don't need to do improvements since we're building the preserve, but we can improve this. And that, since they're not going to be adjacent to the preserves. Let's see, we have... These cities are in a somewhat contested spot as well. Let's see, this one's coming up and going here. This guy's going up here. I thought we sent another settler out to come to this region. We can't settle there because China just put a city there. We could settle if we put this city right here. Maybe we'd settle on this -5 tile and then put a city like 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, like right here. Granted, we still will want to eventually conquer these city-states. They're just in too good of spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Around there. Go next turn. Having completed this builder, let's send the builder here to upgrade, to improve the spices. And then in the meantime, let's get the housing improved by getting the granary there. Let's put the city right here. And let's spend our faith on another settler. Build the mine. Improve the spices, and then get this builder over here. There's Atlanta. Tempted to spend the gold and just get the preserve in as well here. Because those preserve yields are what's going to really boost these cities. These extra build charges are nice. I almost want to send this builder over here. This next settler is I want to bring in right here, since we'll hopefully get these 2 cities in. The question is, do we want to spend the gold to improve meaningful tiles here? Probably not yet. We still have 2 build charges. Let's get this builder over to LA. Spain's trying to insult us, but that's fine. Interesting that the Zulu... Oh, China has missionaries, not the Zulu. Okay. Go next turn. We are leading culturally, that's nice, and diplomatic, of course, we're leading as well. We have 2 of 20. Until we get to the competitions, though, we're not going to be able to win a ton. We are going to want to keep our gold income relatively high so that we can contribute in those competitions. Let's grab... Stirrups would be good. But actually, military engineering is more important, so we can get that armory. And that's what we want to do here. Go next turn. Interesting unit. Pretty cool looking. So we could place the dam and stuff in here. Right there would work. Let's make sure the aqueduct can go there as well. Beautiful. And then let's get the industrial zone in first. A lot of districts to build in this city. Having completed the market, let's see. We're getting sellers in the capital, so let's get the trade route. And send our envoy. Whew. Put one into Valletta so we get them back. I think we have all of these cities coming, going there. So we could either send this settler to here, which I don't even know if they can reach it yet until we get... Oh yeah, they can. No, they'd have to go through ocean. We'd have to get caravels. We could get a city over here. For now, let's actually send the settler right there. And then maybe we actually go for cartography real fast, so that we can get settlers over here. And we'll need something or someone to clear that out, though. You're right. Let's go for military engineering first. We'd have to get 2 harbors to boost that. Let's go next turn. Refuse the demand. Accept the embassy.
All that glisters is not gold.
I think we still have the right cards in, though we aren't working on so many builders now. However, the 2 extra charges for every just city we place is pretty great. Extra production is tempting, though. We do get another governor. Let's promote our secret society, and let's spend the faith. We could, let's see, how many settlers are we still building? 2 more. Actually, Boston would be a great Petra city, if we do want to build the Petra, and at least a decent Petra city. Maybe we do that after we complete the preserve. Maybe we start using our faith on builders instead, and we can boost this city a little faster. And since we're going to produce that settler, maybe we only build this one last settler and we buy one more. Because we have 1 settler coming here. We should complete all these cities. And we'd like to get settlers over here. We could probably put one on this island right away. We still would have to get cartography first. Maybe we don't work on this settler anymore, and instead we work on the diplomatic quarter. We have a district there. Or the harbor actually would be great. And then we'll spend our faith to get another settler or 2. Because of that, we can get settlers anywhere. Let's move Magnus. Or sorry, let's move Pingala to specifically into Washington. And let's move Magnus over towards probably Baltimore, since we're going to chop a decent amount. And Victor we'll just put anywhere right now. Atlanta is fine. As soon as we get these cities in, we'll probably use one of them to buy the last settlers to get out here. Watching out for enemy settlers trying to come steal our prime locations. We do need one more settler, I guess, that could come right here. Why are you trying to go that way? Oh, can it not? There's cliffs there or something? No, we could get right here. Oh, it's because our builder's in the way. Speaking of, why is our builder there? Oh, we sent a builder all the way around this way. Not a settler. Oh my goodness. Y'all probably saw that and are laughing so hard at me right now. We will have a lot of chops and stuff here, and we can at least come explore, so we'll continue to do that. That means we want to get probably 2 more settlers. We'll get them with faith, though. And we'll send one here, and we'll send the other one around. In fact, we'll probably get them in one of these cities. We'll put Magnus in very soon. And let's go for exploration. Let's do a couple more turns here. We're cruising. Okay, the question is, do we wait for Magnus to start doing our chops here? The answer is probably yes. In the meantime, I guess we could build like farms and stuff. let's see. Let's put this builder right here. Actually, it's still faster. Let's just go like that. 11 turns, wow. No, it's gotta be faster come this way, just that this builder's in the way. Go next turn. I'm excited to be able to actually explore this someday. I wonder if it's all mountains or if there's like patches here. Which we actually could do if we're willing to spend the gold. Alright, so it's just a mountain range. Still was worth seeing. Let's see. Could build the Grove in Boston. Or this would be another great national park right here, actually, as well as one here. We need a lot of national parks. We're gonna need a lot of faith. Let's get the Grove, so we'll get some more faith here. We're gonna want to remove this improvement. We have to watch out for that guy, that's for sure. Hopefully the city-state kills that guy for us. Let's grab the lighthouse here. Let's go ahead and just chop this. Go next turn. Put the farm in. Come over here for the chop. Improve the spices. Come there for the chop. If we wait for Magnus, we hopefully could chop out the improvements to the encampment, as well as potentially at least get us closer to a military engineer. Yeah, I know. Move right there. All right, let's go next turn. They're going to give us the Art of War if we give them resources. That's not going to happen. Sorry. You don't like us, we don't like you. Okay, having completed the encampment, we immediately need a... Who do we want, a barracks or a stable? As America and Teddy, we get Rough Riders, right? So I guess this guy doesn't specifically get Rough Riders. We get the P-51 Mustang. So, stable will make more sense eventually, though. Not that it really matters, I guess. One just costs less. So probably the barracks, simply so that we can get... We're going to be more defensive anyways. Go next turn, go next turn. How much would it cost just to buy the barracks? A decent amount. Let's use our faith. We'll buy a settler here in a few turns. We have a city here. This guy is coming over here. Let's go next turn.
Blast. Build.
Military engineers, beautiful. We can get the armory now. Magnus is in place. Let's start chopping. Get the armory. Let's get us a settler. We can send up here. It's probably faster to get all our chops done and then send Magnus, actually. So let's go ahead and spend some faith. We're going to want probably one more builder here. Oh, we have a couple charges still. But let's spend some faith on the watermill and the granary. And we could even actually spend faith on the armory. Beautiful. Let's start cranking out a bunch of engineers. Which we'll use to go boost all these other districts. We've got some niter in a few different places. Wow. We definitely want to build... Let's queue up Petra. which we'll place right here. And we're probably going to want to get a couple builders. Let's grab the old god obelisk here in that city first. And let's go towards cartography now. Let's get the mine in. And then let's... Oh, if we trade with our maybe we get a free envoy there. That's tempting. I kind of want to trade... You send the trade right here. We get a road. And I think that's good for this episode. We're really close. Next time we're going to get exploration. We're going to start putting these cities down. And make a lot of progress there. So I actually kind of want to come explore, see what's right here too. Beautiful. And then once we get all these cities in, it's continue to make peace and get faith, take this city eventually, and probably these two cities. So we're doing great. This has been really fun. This mountain range is epic and starting to take off. Really looking forward to the next episodes. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for your support. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.